Good evening. The Foreign Minister has directly expressed Australia's shock at the death sentence handed to an Australian citizen during face-to-face talks with her Chinese counterpart. While Australia is lauding open lines of communications and progress on lifting wine tariffs, hundreds of protesters have converged on the Chinese embassy to call for stronger action against President Xi Jinping over human rights abuses.
Tensions boiling over at the gates of the Chinese embassy, pro-democracy supporters pushing through the police line, facing a swift reaction. Not deterred in their demands for China to be held to account. A response to the highest level diplomatic arrival in Australia from Beijing in 7 years.
It is a positive progress of dispelling doubts and boosting trust. And I hope that this sound interaction can continue.
An upbeat engagement in the midst of the region's military power struggle.
I look forward to speaking frankly with you about Australians detained in China, human rights, maritime security and safety, as well as regional and international issues such as the Pacific, Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the conflict in the Middle East.
Wang Yi also holding talks with the Prime Minister and opposition, making this point.
I think that fundamentally it is about staying committed to mutual respect. China never interferes in Australia's internal affairs.
But declining to take reporter questions. The customary joint media conference with a foreign counterpart, a solo affair.
We believe it's in the interest of both nations for all trade impediments to be removed.
Australia just wound back tariffs on Chinese wind turbines, coinciding with promising signs on Australian wine, beef and lobster exports. Even the pandas on loan to the Adelaide Zoo, signifying diplomatic friendship, are likely to have their stay extended.
We're on a good path there to continued panda presence.
Penny Wong did express concerns about human rights abuses in Xinjiang and raised the most high-profile consular case, Australian man Yang Henjun, who's facing a suspended death sentence over espionage allegations he denies.
I told the Foreign Minister Australians were shocked at the sentence imposed, and I made clear to him that the Australian government will continue to advocate on Dr Yang's behalf.
Supporters of Dr Yang warning China should not be trusted.
They need to learn better strategy to deal with this evil regime. If you show your weakness, if you are soft, they will get upper hand.
These appeals have been ringing out at Parliament House and here at the Chinese Embassy throughout the day. The Australian government consistently says it needs a stable diplomatic relationship with Beijing in order to raise human rights concerns. But for these demonstrators, that's clearly not enough.
Australia has rolled out the red carpet to the oppressor.
Tibetans, Uyghurs, representatives from Hong Kong, Chinese dissidents and other pro-democracy groups joining the demonstrations.
No tangible actions have been taken to ensure that our people are not erased from this earth.
Sensitive ties remain under pressure and intense public scrutiny. Anna Henderson, SBS World News.